Hey everyone, welcome back. Okay, before we dive in, do me a quick favor. Just hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps us keep bringing you these high-value explainers completely for free. All right, so today, we're unpacking the 5-step personal brand playbook. Look, the frustrating reality is that most people are pouring countless hours into content that's just never going to make them a single dollar, like zero. But today, we're going to change that.
So I want you to ask yourself right now, why are you making $0? I'm going to be a little aggressive here because you really need to hear this. Views, they're vanity. Follower counts, vanity. Getting 1 million views means absolutely nothing if your bank account is totally empty. Personal branding is not about just getting people to look at you for 5 seconds as they scroll. It's about building the kind of deep, connected attention that actually converts directly into massive income and real-world opportunity. If you aren't doing that, you aren't building a brand. You're literally just entertaining people for free.
All right, let's break down this massive paradigm shift. You absolutely have to understand the difference between the old model and the new model. Back in the day, the old model was all about building a monetization engine first. You'd figure out what you wanted to sell, create the product, and then frantically pay for ads just to find an audience. Well, that world is totally gone. The new model, it flips this entirely on its head. Today, you build the audience first. You build a real community. You gather attention, and then you monetize. But only after you've established absolute trust. The audience is the new oil, guys, and trust is the literal bridge between being a broke, exhausted creator and becoming a millionaire.
Now, the true definition of a brand is actually incredibly simple. A brand is nothing more than an association. It's that immediate feeling that fires off in someone's brain the second they hear your name. Think about it. You hear Nike, you instantly think athletes. You hear Ferrari, you think luxury. When you hear Elon Musk, you probably think space, rich, or maybe controversial. A personal brand requires a super clear, unmistakable identity. So you got to decide right now, what do you want people to instantly think of when your name enters the room?
Which brings us to step 1. Stop talking to everyone. Seriously, if you try to talk to everyone, you end up talking to nobody. You cannot be afraid to alienate a few people if you want to actually find your true audience. Playing it safe and trying to please the entire internet, yeah, that's a guaranteed recipe for zero engagement and zero income. So to figure out exactly who you should be talking to, you need to answer 3 rapid-fire questions. Question 1, what is the toughest thing you've ever gone through in your life? Do not shy away from this one. The most powerful thing you have in your entire arsenal is the most challenging thing you've actually survived. Your job as a creator is to help people avoid that exact pain. The bigger the monster you defeated, the bigger the hero you become to your audience. Your past mess is actually your most powerful message. Pain is literally the perfect teacher.
And this builds directly into question 2. What's wrong with the world and how do you fix it? Now, this isn't about vague, pie-in-the-sky philosophical ideas. You need to identify a highly specific, observable, nuanced challenge that your ideal customer faces every single day. When you speak directly to that incredibly specific problem, your audience will literally feel like you have a hidden camera in their office. They're going to think, whoa, this person gets exactly what I'm going through. And boom, that is how you hook them.
All right, question 3. What do you genuinely love talking about? This right here is the absolute sweet spot of content creation. You have to blend what the market desperately wants to hear with what you absolutely love discussing. If you love AI and time management, talk about that. If you love fitness and mental toughness, talk about that. When you combine the audience's pain points with your own genuine obsession, you create this endless engine of content that never feels like work. People will absolutely flock to that authentic energy.
So you know exactly who you're talking to. What's next? Step 2, turn off your frontal lobe. Just turn it off. Stop hesitating, stop aiming for this impossible perfection, and just hit record. Inaction is the biggest killer of income, period. You are never going to feel fully ready, but action beats pointless overthinking every single time.
Look, volume is your absolute best friend early on. Just think about the number 100. Your first 100 posts, they're going to suck, honestly. And you just need to embrace it. Treat your first 100 posts as absolute throwaways. The goal isn't to go viral on day 1. The goal is just to get the reps in. You have to run as fast as you can from post to post, asking yourself one simple question each time. Okay, what can I improve on the next one? You only get better by doing, not by sitting around planning.
To really force this habit, here's the ultimate creator challenge. 30. I want you to go live on any platform, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, X, whatever, for 30 days straight. Just turn your phone on and talk to your audience, even if there are only like 2 people watching. And hey, you can delete the live stream the second it's over.
The point isn't the view count. The point is practicing how to talk, how to build a real connection, and completely crushing your fear of the camera. Do this for 30 days, and I promise you, you will be unrecognizable on day 31.
Now, once you start getting some traction, do not mess it up. Step 3 is critical. Trust before any transactions. Do not fall into the trap of being a sellout for a quick buck. Trust is the actual currency you're trading here. When you prioritize squeezing every last penny out of people over building an authentic connection, you completely destroy the very foundation of your brand. So, the crucial point is following these 3 totally unbreakable rules to ensure you never become a sellout. Rule 1. Reply to at least 5 comments on every single post. Support people, add value, answer their questions. Rule 2. Reply to every single DM. If someone takes the time out of their day to follow you and message you, honor that trust and say hi back. And Rule 3. Give 10 times more value than you ever ask for. I'm challenging you to die empty. Take the absolute best, most profitable secrets you know, the stuff people would normally pay thousands for, and literally give it away completely for free.
Now I know what you're thinking. Why on earth would you give it away for free? Well, here is the incredible psychology of selling. You give away all the information for free, but you charge for the implementation. When you pour out your absolute best strategies in your content without gatekeeping a single thing, your audience realizes how incredibly valuable you are. They will literally line up and beg to pay you to help them actually implement those strategies into their own lives or businesses. All right, so once you have that unbreakable trust, we move to step 4, convert attention into income. And let me just shatter a massive myth right now. You absolutely do not need millions of followers to build massive wealth. Thinking you need some giant, massive audience is exactly what keeps most creators totally broke.
Just look at this incredible proof. 7,800. A creator named Mike Brown built an audience of just 7,800 followers on Instagram. By using the super simple strategy of directly messaging his new followers, genuinely talking to them, and actually solving their specific problems, he generated $1 million in revenue in a single year, off that tiny audience. That is the undeniable power of high-trust attention over shallow vanity metrics.
When you're finally ready to monetize that trust, there are essentially 3 paths. First, ad revenue. Now, this is a slow build, and it can be a bit unreliable, but over time, platform payouts can definitely cover your production costs. Second, brand deals. This is where a lot of creators make their money, but you must align with the right partners or you risk selling your soul and destroying your trust. And third, owned products. This means you own the product or service you're talking about. It's definitely an advanced move, but it has the absolute highest upside because you completely control the entire experience. The real secret here? Pick just one lane. Do not try to do all 3 at once. Pick one, go entirely all in, and absolutely dominate it.
Let's wrap this explainer up with an absolutely legendary quote from Zig Ziglar. You don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start to be great. Guys, stop wasting your time pouring energy into content that has no strategy. Stop overthinking. Start building a brand that actually commands trust and converts real attention into serious income. I want you to commit right now. Take the 30-day live challenge today. Pick your platform, hit record, and start building real wealth. So what's it going to be? Are you going to keep making $0 or are you going to actually take action? The choice is entirely yours. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.